Let's see about this. Just the camera. Ah, let's see if that's any better. Okay, the real question is, am I actually able to be heard? Or is this just buffering out the wazoo? Because this is just buffering and no good, then I'm just going to delete this one. But apparently the last one was terrible enough that you guys really couldn't tell what was going on. Shalom, Kermode. You say 5x5? We're good? Awesome. Okay. We start buffering, let me know. I just did a speed test and I'm pushing about 20 on my upload speed, so appreciate it. All right. My download speed was great, but for whatever reason, my upload speed was pretty terrible. So anyway, speed round for what it's worth. Last time it was like a black hole. Okay, good to know. I appreciate you, sir. Speed round. So you can probably already start to see some of the words appear on the shirt. It's hot outside, so it's what it is. Humble 33, what is up? Shalom, good to see you. All right. So quick channel updates. I really don't want to make this video very long. Abomination videos are coming. We've already started several of them. The miscellaneous abominations is going to drop next week. After next week, every 2 weeks or so, we're going to just be working our way down category by category in the spreadsheet. That spreadsheet is on all of my abomination videos. Go click on one, and down in the description, you can click on the abomination spreadsheet. It's a Google Docs. It helps if you have the Google Docs app, or the Google Sheets app, but you don't have to have that app. It's just nice for what it is. And that spreadsheet is absolutely free. It was 6 months of a labor of love, and you're outright just take it and run with it. Like, I hope you guys get some value out of it because it was a heck of a study for me. I really, really enjoyed it. Shirts, $35 plus shipping. The lady who's helping me make these, she has to get her cut. Obviously, she's not doing it for free. I'm getting a cut out of it. I am tithing off of it. But these shirts, they say go do hard things across when you start sweating. And like I said, you can actually start to kind of see some of that because this grill's hot. It's hot outside. It's in the upper 80s out here. On the sleeve, it says 12th C. And as you can see, I'm sweating something fierce. It's really designed for when you're working out, but it is what it is. And I'm just wearing it today. So I figured I would do a quick live stream while I am doing a couple things, getting ready for Shabbat. $35 plus tax and shipping, lower 48 U.S. states. So Alaska, Hawaii, I'm sorry. My international viewers, I'm sorry. Cardiac Brains, shalom. Good to see you, sir. But yeah, $35. I'm trying to invest a little bit of money in this channel without pulling money out of my pocket, without pulling money out of, my wife and kids' funds for them to be able to do what they want to do, for us to, live in the house that we live in, drive the cars that we drive, those kind of things. I don't want to touch those funds. So this is a fundraiser for my channel. If you believe in what I'm doing here, if you believe in the faith and fitness aspect of this channel, I would really appreciate and want to be able to give you guys something out of that. So I'm not working for free on that, and that's why they're $35. It is what it is. Also, how many sweat activated t-shirts do you have? Because this is my only one, and I don't know about you guys, but it's a pretty cool setup. You throw your rucksack on and you go ruck 4 or 5 miles, and then you take it off and you say, go do hard things. So cool. Color wise on the shirt, are you able to make them in any other color? I don't currently have the funds anyway, but would be excited to see green. So the sweat activated shirts, there's only so many colors and fabric styles that the ink works on. So the lighter gray shows up the best. I have seen some people do blacks. I have seen some people do really some more like neutral earthy tones. So you might get away with like an earth green, but I don't think you could get away with like a ranger green or something like that. So It is what it is at that point. We may look at more colors depending on how well this one sells. Um, and I understand, 35 bucks for a shirt is a bit much. My goal is 50. If we can move 50 between the pre-order and, I don't know, before it's too cold to wear short sleeve shirts anymore, that'll be a good indicator to me that we should keep these going and explore better fabrics and explore better colors. But I had 6 samples made, and out of those 6 samples, I chunked a decent amount of cash into R&D, because it's not just those 6 samples that you're making, it's just the time and the effort behind all of that. um, and just bringing something into production, even a t-shirt, there's more to it than what a lot of people typically get into. I'm from India, brother, and where are you from? I'm from the United States. uh, but yeah, it's one of those that I invested a decent little chunk of pocket change that I had that was going to be for other things, but I was like, you know what, I want to invest in my channel. And if you guys want to be able to invest in what I'm doing, if you want me to have better audio, if you want me to have better image stability, because I want to invest in a gimbal on top of some mics. And in case you were curious, what am I cooking? I just finished up some steak and I've got some chicken right here. So just got that on the grill. If you don't count the live stream that was like super buffering that you guys saw earlier, or didn't see, I guess. If you don't count that, this is my second cooking video. So at a certain point, we may have to start making channels for the other C's of survival. One of which is calories. So we could do a cooking channel if you want. But my other cooking video, I was making some breakfast. I did some high protein pancakes, and I did eggs, and did turkey bacon. Um, which, by the way, I've shifted to turkey bacon on this griddle, which this thing, big enough you can do hibachi on it, and it's pretty cool. It's a Sam's Club knockoff of the Blackstone, and I'm pretty sure they're made in the same factory. But this one's a 5 burner and comes with a lid, and I didn't want to deal with the Blackstone without the lid, and this was less money. And all that really matters on these things is the top. Past the cast iron top, nothing else truly matters on these. So it is what it is. But yeah, shirt, which you can start seeing some of the lettering on there. It just gets better the more you sweat. If I was doing like 20 minutes of burpees, which I'm not going to do right now, I've got other things that I need to get done. But if I was doing like 20 minutes of burpees, then I would be sweating enough, especially in this heat, maybe like 5 minutes of burpees. I'd be sweating enough in this heat that you guys would be able to see it. I have other videos, which I will link in the description when this live stream is over. But yeah, shirt's 35 bucks. Supports the channel. Please heavily consider, if you like the content that I'm doing, invest in that. I will never, whenever I do monetize my channel, which probably won't be right away, but whenever I do monetize my channel, I will never monetize any of my faith videos. Just regular live streams, and then my other shenanigans that I do will be monetized at some point in the probably non-foreseeable future, because I don't want to monetize right away. I want to continue to build an audience before you guys even consider. But one way I do want to monetize right off the bat is stuff that you guys can get, like t-shirts. I like the idea of the sweat activated shirt. Purchasing a shirt is going to help invest in this channel, help me get some better equipment. I am starting to learn to edit videos. I'm still a one take kind of a guy, and so I would just rather do the one take. I have more push videos dropping. I have a Bring Sally Up challenge that I just shot that we'll be posting later this evening. That is, I had a food on that, and I didn't get as far as I normally was hoping to get. I made it to like 218 on that. And my previous time that I did about 10 days ago, I think that one was hanging out right at, that one was like 226, I think. So from there, it's just progress, regress, those kind of things happen. I'm having some decent progress at the gym. I'm on incline blocks doing the front back claps, because at 15 inches, I can do them. I can do a full front, full back clap, and do a set of those. and I'm in 3-inch increments gonna remove blocks from there to where I will get closer and closer to the ground. It's just a fun challenge, gives me some daily videos for you guys to check progress on. I would love it if you guys in the comments of my push-up videos would request songs. I have probably about 15 songs right now, so I'll cover us for the next couple of weeks. But I really would appreciate having a little bit of a backlog because I don't anticipate being able to do 10 full front back regular claps on the flat level ground uh, in the next 50 days or so. So more song suggestions would be really nice if you guys want to toss those in there. Uh, Beyond that, just keep getting after it. I've got Q&A videos that are going to start dropping in a couple of weeks. Like I've got a backlog of stuff to do. Got a backlog of stuff that I am shooting, and it just channel's relatively active. I think it was Quail Daddy who told me that I'm making content faster than a lot of you can watch it, and that was relatively flattering. Although I know most of my views come from my mom and from Beartron, and then I think Kermode is like my third highest viewer. So thanks, Kermode. I really appreciate you guys. Beyond that, I really don't have a whole heck of a lot else. I'm gonna let you see the chicken finish cooking while I go get a container for it, and then I'll sign off and get you guys out of here. But all right, Kermode, I appreciate you being here. That really does warm my heart. All right, but yeah, now I've got steak hooked up, and I've got chicken hooked up. I've got sheep in the crock pot right now. My wife has been making some absolutely phenomenal sheep in the crock pot. That might be a fascinating live stream. Just set the camera on the crock pot and let you guys watch that for 8 hours. It'll probably boost channel viewership. I mean, at least watch hours, because you get guys like Tim Pool who film their chickens all day, and then it is what it is. Here's as much as possible between you, John, TJ, Buckets, and PJ and SK. I can barely keep up, bro. I can barely keep up too. That's why honestly I don't watch all of everybody's content. I watch probably 90% of Refuge and TJ's content. I probably watch half of Hoots. If PJ watches a video or drops a video, I try to watch it, but it's not always right away. John, are you talking about John over at Nazarene? Because he's making some really good stuff right now. I actually have John over at Just a Nazarene Leather Co. making me some wallets right now. My current job, which is off limits. I don't talk about current jobs on the on my YouTube channel, or other YouTube channels for that matter. But I came across some leather that was gifted to me, for real, 100% humble. But yeah, I came across some leather that was gifted to me at work, and by gifted, I mean that it was scrap, and they threw it in the dumpster, and they told me, hey, we threw this in the dumpster. So I went and got that leather and mailed it off to John, and he's making me some wallets, which are not going to be for sale on the channel. It's personal stuff that I'm going to give as gifts to some people that I work with. But with that, leather seats being turned into wallets, and these are high dollar leather seats that have come off of a multi-million-dollar vehicle. So that makes life a whole lot of fun. John makes some good stuff over at Just Nazarene Leather Co. So if you guys need anything, shameless plug. Specifically, if you need a shofar sling, I would go see him like now. If you need a foraging pouch, I would go see him like now. If you need a really Gucci, like a really Gucci um, dump pouch for your war belt, he makes a foraging pouch that is leather on the outside and then has a waxed canvas drop, and that is like, he markets it, for people who are going into the woods and doing the bushcrafty things and all of that. But like if you're into the high speed low drag, Matt Bear, shalom, if you're into that high speed low drag stuff that some of us like to do with pew-pews and all that good stuff, and you need a dump pouch, I would highly recommend going and checking out John over at Just a Nazarene Leather Co. And looking at his foraging pouch, because it's the right size, it folds up. And how many guys do you know on the range that have a leather and waxed canvas dump pouch? Like everybody uses the cheap Chinese EM nylon and stuff. So just throwing that out there. Shofar sling, 100% Kermode Bear. Yeah, first I need a bigger shofar, bro. So the rule, and I was given this advice on the shofar stuff, but the rule for shofars is you buy 2 to 3 sizes bigger than you think you need. And so I bought I want to say I have a 40 inch, maybe it's a 36 inch, but either way, I've got a decent sized one, and I wish mine was bigger, but it's still a good size. Hoot has got this really cute little shofar that if you put it in water, it might grow. I mean, Hoot's kind of like that too. He's a little bit small, but he's so proportionally maybe it's bigger for him. I don't know, but Hoot's got this cute little shofar, and that thing takes some effort to blow. And then mine actually came with one of the short little ram's horns. And that thing like takes all of my effort to even get a sound out of it. And it honestly kind of sounds like a fart. So, but my big shofar, that thing's easy to produce a really high quality note. And where we're at, there's a lot of hills, and it bounces off the hills at night. And there's a pond nearby, and it actually bounces off the pond, and it reverbs out across the valley, and it is a gorgeous sound. So like just saying, if you're not living in the right place, we're not living in our forever place. It's just whenever the Father takes us where He's got for us. But if you're living somewhere that's got some pretty cool terrain, you might get some even cooler shofar sounds. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, summary before we get out of here, and I need to clean this up. Shirts, $35. There will be a link in the description of this live stream after this live stream posts. I previous live stream that was broken, had it in there, and I was trying to do this on the fly. But needless to say, link for the shirts, they're $35 to support the channel. I'm going to tithe off of them. They are going to the lady who helps me make the shirts. Obviously, she doesn't work for free, and then for me, they're after I tithe my 10% on them. They're going to help fund some things that I want to do on this channel. I want a better mic, and I want a gimbal at least. If I have more money for a better camera, great. But those are some things that I'm trying to do. Abomination videos, got another one dropping next week. Q&A 2 weeks out for those. Let's see, push-up videos. Got plenty of those. If you guys, you're welcome, Humble 33. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you are absolutely welcome. Still waiting on my father's kudu and rams that he had mounted from my sister. I'm going to turn them into shofar. Oh, dude, that would be super cool. That would be super cool. But yeah, I've got quite a few videos dropping. My push-up videos, if you guys could go into the comments on those and continue to suggest songs, I have more push-up videos that I'm going to be doing for a hot minute. And I would really appreciate having a backlog of a decent backlog of songs. I appreciate the eclectic music that you guys are suggesting. I really do. Like, it's expanding my horizons. If maybe half of what you guys suggest are like more popular songs that you're seeing in a lot of reels, the songs that are more well known, I am getting a lot better video engagement on, and the goal is to minimum hit 500 subscribers. That's what this shirt is going to be for. And I would really appreciate you guys suggesting more music. And at the end of the day, I really don't care what songs you guys suggest, because I want y'all to be in the driver's seat. But if there's a popular song that you guys like, please suggest it so that way I can put that in and give you kudos and thanks for all of that. So it's great to see you, bro. Glad you're well. Continue prayers for family and hopes this is improving. So I'm jumping in on somebody's conversation on that. I'm guessing is between Kermode and maybe Kevin or Matt Bear. But either way, thank you guys for being entertained by the comment that, or not a comment, by the content that I make. I really hope the Abomination